Today begins another postseason run in the St. Louis Cardinals franchise. We take on the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS, the team that ended our season a year ago in the same series. Despite a great roster, we have never won a playoff series in the franchise, despite getting there 3 times prior. Our time in the Cardinals franchise is winding down, and I've been building this up to be our final try at winning a ring. I believe we certainly have the team, with great starting pitching led by Dylan Cease, Corbin Burns. Nestor Cortez is coming off a strong season. We've got Jojo Romero, who was one of our top relievers this year. We got Ryan Helsley. Alexis Diaz has been the closer this year. Saved 42 games for us. And our offense is one of the best in all of baseball, with great power and high on base across the board. We are missing one player in Jordan Walker, but Daryl Moreno would likely be on the bench if he were healthy, and Moreno's been very good. We made some changes after our loss to the Braves a year ago, adding Brandon Marsh, William Contreras, and bolstering our bullpen that wasn't able to hold leads against the Braves a year ago. But the Braves are still one of the best teams, and they got better in the offseason by adding in Adley Rutschman, whose regular season was a step back, actually a pretty big one, and we'll see what type of player he is in this series. Atlanta's rotation relies heavily on Spencer Strider, far and away their best starter. Their bullpen is good. We've gotten familiar with them. They have a great trio at the end of it. Yuki Matsui, Jose Leclerc, and Jose Alvarado. We faced him just last episode, and he shut us down in the 9th inning. But we're going to open the series today with games 1 and 2 at home. We need to win these games. Dylan Cease will face Zach Eflin in Game 1. I appreciate all of your support throughout the franchise, and hopefully we can still reach our goals in this final postseason run. Regardless of how it goes, we will be doing some long-term simming and at least one video after the playoff run to see what happens in the future with this team, potentially multiple videos, but we're focused on the postseason now. Games 1 and 2 here in this video. You'll have Game 3 coming up soon, and we'll see if that includes Game 4 in the same video. But Dylan Cease will get our run underway against Michael Harris, as playoff baseball is back in St. Louis. Cardinals and Braves renewed, and we're underway. And that is hit towards Mason Wynn, who makes the play and will be playing second base. He is starting. I've opted to go with a better defensive infield. He wins out there against Tommy Troy to get that roll. Jared Kelenic lifts one out towards a new addition in Brandon Marsh, coming off a very successful year in St. Louis. And Ronald Acuna Jr. needs no introduction. That's a good slider from Cease. He evens the count against Acuna. That is strike 3. What a start for Dylan Cease. 1, 2, 3. One thing we did a great job of in that Braves series last year was get after their starters early. We weren't always able to protect those leads. Zach Eflin, low whip, low strikeout rate, low walk rate. So pitch to contact, not letting guys do a whole lot with it this year. And he'll have Geraldo Perdomo to deal with to get the Cardinals offense started. Perdomo, a 380 plus on base percentage this year. Tapper up the middle, playable at short, 1 away. Nolan Gorman is hitting second after leading the team in home runs, winning the home run derby, and being the NL MVP runner-up. He was huge in the postseason last year, remember. I forget how many homers he hit in that series. And we'll see if he can handle the big stage again when we need him. And it's strike 3 on a cutter by Eflin. Brandon Marsh hits behind Nolan Gorman and skies it to left. And it's a hitless first inning. If we can hit that slider consistently, we'll be in pretty good shape against these big righty bats of Atlanta. Got him on a fastball inside. Pitching to Matt Olson. Cease can't find a strike. He walks on 4 pitches. And we've got to limit the damage this guy does. Ozzie Albies has always been tough when we faced the Braves in this series. Now, last year, Orlando Arcia was one of their best hitters. I noticed that here today, he is still in the 9 spot. And he's hit .333 so far in the postseason. They've only played 2 games. They swept the Giants. Good changeup there. Pitching very carefully away. And now the 2-2 is grounded. Eats up Perdomo, and it's into center. Heading to third base, and getting there is Olson. It could have been an inning-ending double play. And normally a great defensive shortstop there, Perdomo, has made the first big mistake of the day. They're going to rule that a hit. It was hit hard. But it's certainly a play you expect to be made. Adley Rutschman now. 2 on. With 2 strikes. Cease. Can't get him to chase. Backdoor slider does not hit the spot. It's 3-2. Got him on the fastball. Big punch out. We'll see if we can keep Olson from scoring as we face Christopher Morel. I know he's willing to chase. That is left over the plate. Skied for Roberts. And despite the mistake by Perdomo, we get out of the inning. William Contreras has been a huge upgrade at catcher. Wilson Contreras was great, but William just won us a batting title, and he's going to get our first hit of the series. And there is Daryl Moreno, the young first baseman who has now become a starter with the injury to Jordan Walker. Don't know yet when he could possibly return, but Moreno's replaced him well. I wanted that one. 22 homers on the year for the second year Moreno. A little late on the sinker. And it's over to Olson. Out at second. And they get 2. Brendan Donovan's going to hit 6th. Still hitting for a high on base. And playing third base every day. I don't expect him to take any days off now that we're in the postseason. Doesn't hit lefties that well anymore. But he can probably still walk against them, I'd imagine. 818 OPS. And on base a lot. Flips it towards left. And Eflin gets out of the second. And the first meeting today with Orlando Arcia. Just could not keep him off the base paths in last year's NLDS. Must have hit like 650 in that series. Got him! A foot outside the zone. Really good first trip through the order for Dylan Cease, and his pitches have all been clicking. High breaking ball does not get the call, and Cease falls behind Michael Harris, walking his second batter of the day. Harris getting an extra lead, and it's thrown away. Moreno, though, able to gather. Who did that hit? The base coach? Harris is out at second. Looked like he might try to steal, so we try to keep him honest over there. And we hit the first base coach which stops the ball and causes Harris to get caught at second base. I have never before seen that in a baseball game. How is it you get to the postseason and all of a sudden you're constantly seeing like new things and in different situations? It's why I feel postseason baseball is so different. You know, defense means more, the home runs mean more, the leadoff walks. Contreras behind the dish, looking for this one, finishes the inning. There's something about postseason baseball, man. It is incredible. Lars Nootbaar has transformed from a power hitter earlier in the series to a very high average and on-base player who only hits in the mid-teens for homers. And he's going to have a base knock here in the bottom of the third. Luis Roberts hitting all the way down here after a bit of a down year. And he just hasn't hit righties all that well. He'll still mash lefties from time to time. But he is not playing like a superstar consistently. Good 12-6 from Eflin. He's been tough. And a tapper. Shortstop's got it. Quick flip and a double play. And that's going to leave Mason Wynn. I'm not sure the expectations for his offense are all that high right now. Coming off a pretty lackluster season at the plate. Ball 4 to Mason Wynn. Wynn has excellent speed, and they're going to catch him at first, picked off. That is the worst pitch Cease has thrown, and thankfully, Acuna was way ahead of it. Chasing. Could have been 3-1. And rolled over. Donovan at third, ready for it. By him at 96. It's Austin Riley. And there's the changeup. Got him. That fastball today has also been huge. We can use all of his pitches. I've been able to keep the fastball close, get a lot of swings and misses. 2-2 to Matt Olson. And that is hit the other way. A fair ball. Long run for Marsh, and Olson will make his way to second base. Just an inside-out swing with the defense shifted over. And Perdomo will have a chance. Tough throw, pulling Marino off the bag. Very difficult play. They're going to give him an E6 on the throw. So definitely difficult plays in his direction, but you expect him to make tough plays. This is not an inexperienced shortstop out there. First and third for Rutschman. Perfect changeup again. Count is 2-2. And now full. Ball 4. And they are loaded. Starting to lose some control in this inning. It's been a long one, around 30 pitches in the frame now for Cease. Gets the swing and miss. It's even. Morel, 2-2. Got him! Struck him out to finish the inning. Perdomo hasn't been great in the field. Can he make it up with his bat? Foul back. Eflin, 3-2. It is strike 3. What a pitch. Gorman on a drive to deep right field. Back at the wall. And enough room to make the catch. The closest we've gotten to a Cardinals run. I don't have any wind indication here, so just a little under it there with a 40-degree launch angle. That was a long fourth inning for Dylan Cease. And I don't know if he's going to go a complete 5 innings. I have Mason Miller getting warm. He's confident. He's still pitched well. Hasn't given up a lot of hard contact. Weakly hit towards Win. 1 down. 81 pitches in for Dylan Cease. And now Harris with the 3rd trip through the order getting underway. A high drive. Marsh sent back in deep left field. Leaps and makes the catch. What a play. Out and left. Not an easy one. It's over his head. He's just hoping it finds the glove. Kelnick comes up empty. I would like for this to be the final batter. Cease faces. Got him! High and tight with the fastball. And that's what you want your ace to do. 5 scoreless. Got out of 2 jams. You want to give him some runs, but Eflin's been great, and he hasn't had to throw nearly as many pitches. He's gotten 2 double plays to keep that count down as well. Contreras, a second hit. Into left. Let's not hit it to the shortstop this time, Daryl. Grounded. Past him into center field. We've had a couple that have looked like that one. 2 on, nobody down for the Cards. Brendan Donovan. He's squaring. Donovan fouls off a bunt. Couldn't pull it back in time. Got him, strike 3. Not our best at-bat there. And now Newt Barr. Got him on another changeup, strike 3. He's done a really good job, bottom of the zone and even just outside the zone of getting me to chase. Now that was a bad call. Grounded. Olsen is right there. And the inning is over. We get 2 on and do nothing in the next 3 at-bats. So we're going to bring in Mason Miller. First batter he faces is Ronald Acuna. It is the 6th inning. He has a pitch mix that kind of mimics Cease a little bit. He has a much faster fastball, but some similar pitches with the slider, circle change, and the fastball. So I'm hoping that a similar game plan can work. Try to be a little more overpowering with the fastball at times, but you still got to be careful against the power in this lineup. Got him! Way outside. And the fastball strikes out Riley as well. Marino is right there catching the Olsen line drive. 6 scoreless for our Cardinals pitching staff. Line drive left field, and it's caught. Eflin has a 1-2-3 6th. I'm not sure he's coming out of the game. Entering is JoJo Romero with 1 gone here in the 7th. And he'll face Rutschman in the bottom of this order. Scoreless 5 innings from Dylan Cease. 4 outs from Mason Miller. Could have probably kept Miller in, but I like having him available for multiple games in a row. That is smoked by Rutschman. It goes into center. Base hit. Just ended up center of the plate that time. Quickly getting ahead of Morel. It is strike 3 looking. And now is falling behind Arcia. And it's into left. Marsh will let it fall. And 2 are on now for the Braves. So far in this game, neither team has found a hit with a runner in scoring position. Michael Harris attempts to change that. And he pops it up. Perdomo on the grass. makes the catch. And it is Zach Eflin in the 7th inning still for Atlanta. 66 pitches in. On top of it is Marsh. Harmless ground out. Contreras lines out to second. Marino skies one foul. Yeah, those pitch counts have been pretty good for Eflin. And I feel like I haven't swung at a lot of bad pitches. Well, as I do there. But he really has pitched very well in this game. And he's gone 7 scoreless. 4 hits apiece in this game. And we're going to go to Ryan Helsley in the 8th inning. Nootbaar towards the line and will make the catch, retiring Kelnick. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a 2-1 count. Lifts it out to Nootbaar. Caught. Fishing is Riley. 0-2. And got him on the corner. What a pitch from Helsley. It's been a pitching clinic today. What a game. Last year, our games were known for being pretty high scoring. Like the winner in those games, I think, always scored at least like 5+ runs. No runs yet. Fouled off a good one to hit there, and he's low on energy. You'd like to connect on one of these. 0-2. Gotta lay off. And it's laced to right field over Olsen. And that's going to be the day for Zach Eflin. Is that A.J. Hinch? And they're going to bring in their first reliever in Phil Maton. And last year, he was in our bullpen. So we know Maton's not an overpowering guy. He throws a slurve and a sweeping curve we want to be ready for. Up the middle and through. A slow roller. Something knocked down the speed. We got 2 on, nobody down for the 2nd time in this game. Luis Robert Jr. Fouled back. A fastball. No, the sweeping curve. That breaks so much more than a lot of other curves I see. Mason Wynn. Is he ready for this big spot? Is he the guy, or do we bring in some serious pop in Kyle Schwarber? There's a reason we traded for him, right? You never know when you need that spark. Kyle Schwarber, Cardinals postseason debut is on. And Maton attacks low. And Schwarber drives deep right field. And he's done it. Kyle Schwarber, 3-run pinch hit blast. And the Cardinals have finally broken open Game 1. With him being so breaking ball heavy, I wanted to put in a true power hitter right there. If I could just get a pitch like that. And thankfully I got to see a couple in the Robert at bat. Kyle Schwarber makes it 3-0 Cards. The trade has already paid off. Maton not exactly attacking the zone here against Nolan Gorman. Got him. That was only strike 2. Oh, that one hurts to miss. Bouncer. And there is Ozzie Albies. To the 9th inning we go. Thanks to Kyle Schwarber, it's a 3-run Cards lead as we try to take this opening Game 1 I'm going to put Tommy Troy in at second base now. What's nice is that by having both Troy and Wynn, we get that easy pinch hit option and have a perfect replacement. So we are going to put Alexis Diaz in the game. I did debate, do I just keep Helsley in? But I'm going to put in Diaz. I think only pitching 10 pitches in this game keeps Helsley fresh enough to pitch in game 2. Popped up. Donovan for a look. And maybe a little more. One down. Pitching to Ozzy Albies. And it's a 2-2 count. Diaz strikes him out. Got him way out in front. And it's all up to Adley Rutschman, who will one day be a $50 million catcher. Got him! Game 1 belongs to the Cards. What a pitching performance. We shut out the Braves, get one big swing, and now 2 wins away from advancing to the championship series. Great start. Game 2 pits the young Cade Kohler against Corbin Burns. Kohler is a 79 overall, 25 years old, coming off a year where he pitched with a 3.36 ERA, a good 1.31 whip, and had a very solid year all around, a 4.33 FIP. Pitching was the story of Game 1. What'll it be in Game 2? There was only one run-producing hit, and Corbin Burns takes the mound after a 4th consecutive strong year in St. Louis. Michael Harris leading off again for Atlanta, and we're underway. So we've got the early series momentum, but we're supposed to win at home. Did not go, and the count is full to the leadoff man. Harris lines one deep to the gap in left center, and he's got extras right out the gate. Robert with trouble, and he's going to make his way to third base. A triple for Michael Harris. The Braves had a runner at third base twice in Game 1, never brought him home, but also never had that happen with nobody out. Kelnick is not disciplined. And he lines it, caught by Wynn. It looks like the same lineup is in play for the Braves. Acuna, who was willing to chase quite often in Game 1. Got away from Contreras as Acuna ahead in the count. Yeah, I wanted the complete opposite corner. So a walk and a triple. Here's Riley. Great curve. And a grounder knocked down by Donovan, who will not get Riley in time. A run scores. Much better start already for the Braves. Now we need to limit the damage. Good start against Olsen. And he'll chase outside. Albies. Wynn stops it. What a play. He got him. And that's why Mason Wynn is out there. 1-0. Now we get to hit. Cade Kohler did play well this season, but the postseason's a different beast. Perdomo hoping for a much more impactful Game 2. Lines it into center field for an out. Throwing high to Gorman. Not usually the strategy in play. That is past the diving Arcia into left field. Not the worst result when you're facing Gorman. Marsh! That's going to hit the wall. Gorman's got to hustle. Makes his way to third. He will be held up there after a Brandon Marsh double. So William Contreras, the batting champion, looks to get us our first runs. And he will not. Challenged with the fastball and popped out. And that's been Kohler's go-to so far. He is throwing fastballs up, and it's just up to us to be ready to hit him. Marino with a drive! Deep left center! Gone! And the Cardinals have taken the lead. 2-out, 3-run shot. Let's go. We only score 3-run home runs now. He's out there with us missing Jordan Walker, but we've been developing him for these moments for almost the entire series. They didn't use their bullpen until late in Game 1. I don't feel that'll be repeated in Game 2. As it finally ends on a fly ball, but St. Louis leads. Burns. That glove should be gold. Ahead of Christopher Morel. That one usually gets me to strike out. Why not Morel? Cutter works too. Kind of using it there like a faster slider. I still have no idea how anybody hits Clase's cutter. It's unbelievable. Orlando Arcia, 2-2. We got this big curveball to work with, and that's going to finish the inning. Does Kohler settle in, or do the Braves have to go into that bullpen early? On to the second inning. A drive to right field, hammered by Nootbaar, and gone. Off the facing of the second deck, the Cardinals hit their third homer of the series. I haven't hit a Lars Nootbaar home run in a while. That feels good. You know what I did to get ready for this episode? I sat down and I took some practice at-bats. Went into the team practice so I could get like true at-bats and not just like hit, fastballs down the middle. But I faced Zach Gallen until I hit a home run. I hit that home run, I believe, with Royce Lewis. Then I knew I was ready. Up the middle, a slow one that finds its way through, and Wynn reaches. With Adley Rutschman behind the dish, I have a feeling I'll be hesitant to steal. Might be a Victor Scott only situation. Or if like Maton's out there and he's a little bit slower to the plate, throws a lot of breaking stuff, then maybe Perdomo down the line. That's going to rattle around as Wynn will round, hustle his way home, and score the 5th run for St. Louis. 27 pitches and already 5 runs off of Cade Kohler. And now can't get a strike against Gorman. He does strike him out on a changeup. And Marsh hammers one foul. And then connects on a drive to deep right. Off the top of the wall. Brandon Marsh drives in run number 6. And it's his second extra base hit. I thought that was going to get out. And it didn't miss by much at all. And Matt Strom has already entered the game. We got William Contreras now with 2 gone. And the Cardinals lead 6-1. He gets Contreras looking. And the second is finally over for the Braves, and they are going to need their bats to really get going. It is a 5-run game. Now, we know this offense can catch fire. We know how potent they can be. There were blown leads in that last year's NLDS. There's no overlooking the Braves. We've already been beaten badly by them in a heartbreaking series. I hope we can pile on more runs. Kelnick trying to get too much back there, looking for a 5-run homer. Got him! He wasn't close on any of those. Rocket to the gap. That's Acuna. And he'll have extras coming with 2 gone. Marino on the second try. He gets it there. It's already time to hit again? I was just at the plate, it feels like, for 10+ real-life minutes. Now, I'm hoping that I can get some good production off of Strom, because he's a tough pitcher to face. We have a lot of lefties in our lineup. So I don't want him getting comfortable in settling in for 3 or 4 innings. He strikes out Marino. A tapper. And the Braves will get a 1-2-3 inning for the first time. Top of the 4th inning, and Corbin Burns faces Matt Olson. And he misses outside badly. Leadoff walk. Ozzie Albies trying to help the Braves get back in the game. And rolls it over. Win to Perdomo and Marino. Past the diving Marino, it's Rutschman getting aboard. He's not confident in his full arsenal right now. I'd like to get that slider. Oh, that actually changed in like 1 pitch pretty significantly. It was much lower. 2-2 now on Morel. And that's taken. Hoping to avoid a second walk in the inning. Got him looking. Strom's a tough pitcher, man. And he strikes out Roberts. Mason Wynn puts one in play. It's hit to center well, but caught. Perdomo hits one pretty softly on one of Strom's biggest mistakes. But we haven't done anything against him. 70 pitches in now with Corbin Burns. Michael Harris up for a 3rd time. Energy still in a good spot. Harris waves and misses. 6 strikeouts for Corbin Burns. He and Dylan Cease have brought the exact type of performances we've been needing. Very quick 5th for ATL. Been playing here all series. I've never seen that goose egg graphic on the scoreboard. Gorman blasts away to right field. Matt Strom staying in maybe a bit too long. That is 116 off the bat. They rounded up 115.7. That was further than most home runs he hit in the home run derby for reference. And it's a 7-1 game. I don't think Strom will be staying in. I guess he is. There comes a point where you have to just like eat innings in a game you don't feel good about. Perhaps in the 5th inning you make that decision. I don't know. They've had someone getting warm. Marsh lines it into center. That's back-to-back lefty hits. Strom has now thrown 40 pitches. More than Kohler did as the starter. 2-1. And it's way out. Right field, up in the air for Acuna. And Daryl Moreno, who got our party started, gets to face the lefty, who is completely out of gas now. And Moreno heads out to left center where Harris meets it. I forgot how many outs there were. That shouldn't happen here in the postseason. I could have swore we had 2 outs. But no. Softly hit to Nootbaar, who catches it on 1 pitch. And that's hit softly as Riley expands his zone for an easy out. That leaves Olsen. And the 1-2 is called. Strike 3. Great inning for Corbin Burnes. It's 6 scoreless. I'm sorry, he allowed 1. They are really just going to let Matt Strahm eat up these innings then. They have guys getting warm. I don't know what they're waiting for. I haven't been in this situation where I'm seeing the CPU just let a guy eat innings in a game where they have like a 95 or greater % chance of losing. Soft ground ball. Shouldn't be an issue for Albies. It's pretty impressive as Strahm has thrown 58 pitches. He's had no energy here for a while. He's running on pure confidence right now. Base hit Luis Robert. And now he hits Mason Wynn, putting 2 on for Perdomo, and he's still not coming out. Perdomo grounds it. Sliding stop by Riley. Out at second. Strahm's done the job. He's done great. And so has Corbin Burnes, who's coming out for a 7th inning against the Braves. A deep drive. Albies with it twisting. Foul. He is the latest to strike out to Corbin Burnes. From the beginning, I wanted to rebuild this rotation. Remember when we had just a bunch of really old pitchers, and many of them were like truly 4 or 5 starters? Getting Dylan Cease and Corbin Burnes were 2 of the first big moves, and they have been a steady force for this pitching staff. No off years. Not really, anyway. And they continue to give us big innings when they matter. Mason Wynn hits his wrist and recovers just in time. If that's Tommy Troy and not Mason Wynn with like 99 arm strength or whatever it is, I think he's safe. But also Troy might have made that play cleanly as better fielding. They finally give Matt Strahm's left arm a break. Now for Caleb Ferguson's left arm. And that's the 7th inning, a 1-2-3 frame for Ferguson, as Burnes is going to stay out there. Top of the 8th inning. It's a slow roller. Wynn knocks it down. Infield hit for Arcia. Still hitting his spots, though. Michael Harris. This is the 4th trip through the order. Harris, sharp one. Perdomo, double play. .99 pitches for Burnes. He's been outstanding. Kelenic swings and misses a lot. In that case, give me one of those big curveballs. We're on the same page. Got him looking. What a day for Corbin Burnes. On to the 9th we go, and I'm very excited about this as Benny Matsumoto will make his postseason debut. He pitched well at the end of the year, made the postseason roster, and with us leading comfortably, He's going to enter the game. Up 6 against Ronald Acuna Jr. I do have someone else getting ready in case things get messy. I'll have Cano, who has good pitching clutch. But Benny Matsumoto hasn't had a huge impact at the major leagues in this series. Takes a while to develop these players usually. When I get to a long-term sim, I'll be looking forward to his career. 3-2 on Acuna. Got him looking! Painting the fastball. And then we get one to go our way. Towards Robert in center. Not a problem. 2 gone. The series will move to Atlanta for Game 3. Over the top is Olsen. He struck him out, and the Cardinals take the first 2 of the series. We had to win these games at home, and now it just takes one to punch our ticket to the championship series. What a start. We give up only 1 run in 2 games. Unbelievable pitching. And we're going to get to throw Nestor Cortez at them in Game 3. Cade Kohler gave up 6, only made it 1.2 innings. And the Cardinals advance in a big way. You couldn't ask for a better start. 8 innings, 10 strikeouts for Corbin Burnes, 3 homers from the offense. Remember, the Braves once led that game. But the series now goes to Game 3. They're pitching Spencer Strider. They need him. They absolutely need him. Meanwhile, Philadelphia and LA are tied in their series. While Minnesota and Tampa Bay are tied, Texas takes a 2-0 lead on Houston. That is a tremendous start. Offense looks good. Pitching incredible. Defense actually could have been better. We didn't have the cleanest play. But I'm excited to see our run continue. Next episode is going to be Game 3 against the Braves as we try to advance. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you think of our chances of making a deep run this year after seeing those games. Take care. See you again next time.